On a crisp autumn morning in the early 19th century, tensions simmered between a young American nation and the aging British Empire. The War of 1812 emerged from a tangled web of trade restrictions, impressment of American sailors, and unresolved border disputes dating back to Revolutionary times. As European conflicts raged during the Napoleonic Wars, the British became entangled in policies that led to maritime blockades and disrupted American trade. Across the Atlantic, American citizens felt the sting of these restrictions and the indignity of having their seamen forcibly conscripted into the British Navy. In the vast wilderness and along newly settled frontiers, rising tensions over land and resources fueled suspicions and resentment. The stage was set for a conflict that tested the resolve and spirit of both nations. The war highlighted not only the strategic maneuvering of seasoned military leaders, but also the determination of local militias and indigenous warriors whose roles were often overlooked. This background of political, economic, and social discord culminated in a series of battles that forever altered the destiny of North America. The ensuing conflicts reveal how decisions on both sides echoed far beyond the battlefield, shaping national identities and futures with enduring impact. Moving northward, the conflict spilled into the rugged lands of Canada, where American ambitions clashed with established British defenses. Early in the campaign, American forces sought to seize control of strategic positions, but their plans were met with fierce resistance. At the Battle of Queenston Heights, the defense led by British Lieutenant Governor Sir Isaac Brock became legendary, as his decisive actions and tactical insight rallied both British soldiers and allied Indigenous warriors. In the thick woods and along steep ridges, the American advance stumbled through confusion and miscommunication, while Brock's forces mounted a staunch counteroffensive. Among the native allies was the renowned Shawnee leader Tecumseh, whose vision of a united Indigenous front added a profound determination to the British defense. The battle unfolded with moments of stunning bravery and tragic missteps. American officers, confounded by unfamiliar terrain and sudden ambushes, struggled to coordinate their attacks. Meanwhile, Brock's leadership shone through as he maneuvered forces to exploit gaps in the enemy lines. This clash was not merely a contest of military might, but a collision of contrasting cultures and ambitions. Every charge and retreat echoed the larger struggle for identity, sovereignty, and survival in a rapidly changing continent. The outcomes of Queenston Heights deeply influenced subsequent strategies on both sides, setting a tone of cautious respect and hardened resolve that would persist throughout the campaign in Canada. This fierce encounter marked a turning point in the Northern Theater and resonated deeply in the hearts of those who witnessed its course. Shifting from land to water, the vast expanse of Lake Erie became the stage for a defining naval confrontation. The Battle of Lake Erie demonstrated how control of a single strategic waterway could alter the course of the entire war. In this dramatic encounter, American naval officer Oliver Hazard Perry emerged as a visionary leader. With calm determination and tactical brilliance, Perry orchestrated maneuvers that outclassed the British fleet. The battle unfolded with the thunder of cannons and the crashing of waves as ships exchanged fire under a brooding sky. Perry's innovative tactics not only disrupted the enemy's formations, but also secured vital supply routes for the American forces. His actions on the lake galvanized the nation, turning uncertainty into hope and reviving American confidence in their newly formed military forces. The crisp calls of orders and the steely resolve of crew members working as one provided a vivid portrait of bravery in the face of overwhelming odds. This naval victory on Lake Erie would reverberate through strategic planning on both sides, affirming the growing importance of naval power in the broader tapestry of the war. As the waters calmed, Perry's leadership became a beacon for future challenges and hope. The course of the war took a dramatic turn when British forces marched on American soil with an unexpected boldness that shocked the nation. In a devastating maneuver, British troops advanced on the American capital, unleashing a swift and brutal attack that culminated in the burning of Washington. The flames consumed historic landmarks, including the Capitol and the residence of the president, leaving behind a scene of chaos and despair. This deliberate act was not only a military tactic, but also a symbolic blow to American pride, as the heart of the nation was laid bare to the enemy. British commanders, under orders to demoralize the fledgling government, executed their strategy with cold precision. Amid the smoke and ruins, the resolve of the American people hardened, sparking a determination to rebuild and overcome the humiliation of defeat. The events in Washington resonated deeply across the nation, inspiring a wave of patriotic fervor. Even as leaders and citizens grappled with grief and loss, the burning of the Capitol served as a turning point that redefined the war. The tragic spectacle of Washington in flames would forever be remembered as a moment of profound sorrow and renewed resolve, with hope and unity. In the aftermath of Washington's devastation, American forces regrouped in Baltimore, forging a powerful narrative of resilience and defiance. As British forces turned their attention toward this vital port city, the stage was set for a dramatic confrontation at Fort McHenry. Here, under the guiding leadership of Major George Armistead, a diverse assembly of militia, regular soldiers, and local citizens congregated to defend their home. For hours, the fort withstood a relentless British bombardment that shattered the night with echoes of cannon fire and smoke. The defenders, armed with grit and unwavering resolve, held the line against repeated assaults, their actions breathing life into the promise of a national revival. This dramatic siege was not only a military struggle, but a stirring embodiment of American spirit. As darkness gave way to dawn, the sight of Fort McHenry standing firm in the fading glow of battle inspired a powerful outpouring of patriotism. The eventual failure of the British assault affirmed that, despite earlier setbacks, hope and unity endured. This monumental defense, etched in history, sowed seeds of national pride and reminded all that resistance can rise from even dire adversity. The spirit they embodied echoed throughout a reborn nation with honor. Venturing further into the conflict, the Battle of the Thames marked a turning point that carried deep consequences for both military ambitions and cultural alliances. In this intense confrontation along the banks of the Thames River, American forces, under General William Henry Harrison, faced a combined force of British troops and indigenous warriors led by the charismatic Tecumseh. The clash was a vivid tableau of tactical maneuvering and fierce combat, with American soldiers pressing forward against a determined enemy. As the battle raged, the natural features of the river and surrounding forests became integral to the unfolding drama, offering both shelter and strategic advantage. The indigenous warriors, bound together by promises of unity and sovereignty, fought valiantly in support of the British, their presence underscoring the complex relationships that had long defined the region. In a critical moment, the death of Tecumseh signaled not only the loss of a charismatic leader, but also the dissolution of a collective indigenous resistance. The impact of his loss reverberated through the ranks, leaving both sides to reckon with the cascading effects on loyalty, morale, and future alliances. This battle thereby brought an end to an era of strong Native American alliances and reshaped the power balance in North America. Its reverberations were felt long after the fighting stopped, as communities and nations grappled with the profound changes wrought by warfare and shifting allegiances. The echoes of this transformative battle continued to shape diplomatic strategies and personal destinies across a fractured continent, imbuing strength. As the war neared its conclusion, the southern city of New Orleans became the stage for one of the most celebrated battles in American history. Here, the resolute leadership of Andrew Jackson transformed a motley collection of militia, regular soldiers, and even unexpected allies into an impregnable force. On the muddy banks and through the tangled bayous, the battle unfolded with a fierce determination that unified a diverse fighting force. Despite facing well-trained British troops, the defenders held firm in strategically chosen positions that maximized the advantages of the terrain. The fierce combat, marked by rapid shifts in momentum and unexpected tactical maneuvers, created an atmosphere of both chaos and unyielding spirit. Every moment on the field testified to the courage and ingenuity that would become synonymous with this iconic confrontation. The victory at New Orleans, achieved against staggering odds, not only safeguarded American territory, but also redefined what it meant to stand as a nation determined to succeed. The battle's legacy endures as a powerful reminder of resilience and the relentless pursuit of freedom. The valor shown on that fateful day continues to inspire future generations, echoing through time as a testament to American perseverance with unwavering national pride. In the quiet aftermath of the War of 1812, the scars and triumphs of conflict merged into a legacy that continues to resonate today. Both victory and defeat played their parts in forging national identities for the United States, Canada, and Indigenous peoples whose lives were forever altered. The sacrifices on battlefields, from the rugged heights of Queenston to the muddy banks of New Orleans, offer a complex portrait of a turbulent era. Leaders such as Sir Isaac Brock, Oliver Hazard Perry, Andrew Jackson, and General William Henry Harrison emerged not only as military strategists, but as symbols of courage and resilience. Their decisions, made under the most challenging conditions, still inspire those who look back on this period with both pride and solemn reflection. In the tapestry of history, the War of 1812 is woven with threads of innovation, determination, and heartbreak. Its enduring lessons remind us that even in the darkest moments, the human spirit has the capacity to rebuild and flourish. As we reflect on these events, we honor the memory of those who fought and the communities that rose from the ashes, forever shaping the destiny of nations. Their enduring legacy lives on, inspiring future generations.